focused on buying your list. So my favorite list that you can get access to right away is the association list. The good thing about an association list is they're members of the group. They had to pay in order to get there, and you get all of the verified detail. It's like legitimate people, and you get usually name, address, phone number, and then you might have to employ somebody to go to their websites and identify their emails in case the association doesn't provide it. But this is a great way to get your initial list. You can scrape your list with a tool like LeadKahuna or some other scrapers. These are just tools where you set a parameter, plumbers, and then you set an area, Dallas, Texas, and then it like runs the internet and then spits out a list. Here's 120 plumbers in Dallas, Texas, right? And I've got a great program that like really maps out how to use LeadKahuna, how to scrape the lists. You can just search list of whatever, list of dentists in Miami, right? And then buy a list off somebody online. Fiverr has some great sources. If you go like list of whatever or help me build a list, there's people that already own the scraping tools, or maybe they own the data already, that will sell you access to lists very affordably. And then you can also do like a custom project through Upwork, where you go, I need someone that I'm going to pay on a project basis to find me a list of all of the damage restoration companies in the United States, right? And so there's lots of ways to build your list. Some of them have a bigger cost, others don't. My favorite are associations and scraping with a tool like LeadKahuna. And once you have your list, then you can start to do some cold outreach to get customers to raise their hands. So you're not cold calling, but you're kind of getting some people that are predispositioned to hear you out. And so we get a clear target, which is our niche. We either buy or we scrape the list, and then we have to have a mechanism to get their attention. So that means cold emails, web forms through their website, actually voice drops, automatic voice drops, and social messenger. I find that if you hit at least 3 of these 4, you can really get their attention, right? And you have to do some volume with cold outreach. You can't send 10 or 15, but there are tools like LeadKahuna, like Mailshake, where you can upload your list, put a campaign into play, have them touched via email, voice drop, social messenger, and not everybody, but some of them raise their hand and say, yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, I'd like to hear what you have to say. And then you're jumping in conversations with people that are interested, as opposed to making 100 calls to get one person that's interested. You guys get the distinction there between using cold outreach to get some warm raised hands versus just cold calling again and again and again and again. Really, the whole idea is to leverage this so we can get strategy sessions. Now, there's 3 campaigns for cold outreach that we found to be really, really effective. The first is the one company in your area campaign. And what this is most of us offer exclusivity. We don't really care. There might only be 325 markets, which means we can serve 325 clients. So we don't care to offer that we're only going to work with one in each market. So we might as well use that to our advantage. And one great strategy is to scrape a city like Miami and then put together a multi-step cold outreach campaign using email, using web forms, using social messenger that just says, hey, look, I'm looking to work with just one plumber in the Miami area. It's going to be first come, first serve. Just wanted to see if you'd be open to that, right? And then kind of hit them with that same outreach strategy from a lot of different angles. And you'll get people that reply back. Yeah, what do you mean? Yeah, I'd be interested in chatting with you about that. How does that work? And then that's where you get some raised hand. I found that campaign works really well. The Can You Handle X this month? So just as an example, roofing. Can you handle an additional 3 to 5 metal roofing projects this month? ? And then sending that to a bunch of people. A lot of people write back, yeah, of course I could. Yeah, I need more roofing projects, right? And you get responses, and then you can follow up and say, hey, great, we happen to specialize in helping roofers generate more metal roofing jobs. Let's have a conversation about how we can help, right? And then the other is a content offer, right? So if you create a cheat sheet, if you create a guide, just sending it out, hey, I developed this great report on how to generate more leads via the internet for your roofing business. Is that something you'd be interested in? ? And they reply back. You don't send them the guide. You call them up and say, hey, yeah, you requested my guide. I've got it here for you. Just wanted to connect and answer some questions for you. What's the best email, etc. But all of these work out to be great conversation starters. And you want to use some facsimile of each of these. And I get questions from people. They're like, does cold email even work? I sent a couple cold emails and got no reply. And I want to assure you that cold email with the right structure, with the right list, can be really effective. So just a couple of screenshots. This was to a plumber in Tallahassee. We wrote him an email, cold email, just went out to a bunch of people. And his reply was, sure, let's chat. Do you want to send an invite? This was a big company that we were actually interested in working with. Wrote back, Steve forwarded me your email. I'm very interested in speaking with you. When can we talk? Thad wrote, I'm interested. Keith Lawson wrote, I'm interested. Send me some additional information and costs. So this was mostly from the One Plumber in Your Area campaign. So you can imagine, we said, look, we're looking to work with just one plumber in the Tallahassee area. It's going to be first come, first serve. Here's what we've done for some other clients. And he writes back, I'm interested. This is somebody that's pretty interested. I've got some urgency that I'm tapping into in this situation. Anna is one of the members of the seven-figure agency Blueprint. And she's been following some of the templates and the campaigns that we use. She wrote, I think Lead Kahuna is going to work. We got 2 interested from yesterday's blast. And then Mike from the Dental Boost wrote, I just landed a new client, first call from the emails, willing to do a good budget. So, this is just to encourage you. Yes, cold email can work. It's not my favorite play, but if you've got it going consistently and you know that you can kind of systematize it, put a virtual assistant once you're big enough to run it for you, it's just one channel that's constantly going out, building your database, planting seeds, getting some raised hands, and giving you the ability to land clients on a consistent basis. So just, in the online dominance, or the seven-figure agency Blueprint, which I'm going to offer you guys towards the end of today's call, we have swipe and deploys for all of these different campaigns. Very specific step-by-step instructions on how to scrape your list. Our proven templates for all 3 of those campaigns. They're all multi-step, multi-touch. So it's a series of emails, a series of web forms, a series of social interactions. The actual voice broadcast scripts, I fleshed all of it out. It's the ones that we actually use and that the members have been using with great effect. So just know that that's available to you in the seven-figure agency Blueprint, which of course is available for purchase. So what I want you to do now is just get clear. What you have to do is determine where you're going to pull your list, right? There's lots of different ways. You're going to join the association. Are you going to tap into a scraping tool? Are you going to go out and buy the list? Then I want you to map out your campaign, which is like, what emails are you going to send? Are you going to take the one plumber or one company in your area approach? Are you going to take the, hey, I've got this great information to share with you approach? And then this is the important part. Commit to get 500 emails out every single week. That's been the game changer for a lot of our clients, a lot of our members. When they get to that level, when you get 500 every week, that's 2,000 emails going out, and 99% of them have no interest, but you get to 1%. Just the people that reply back, yeah, I'm kind of interested, or the people that open their email and you have the opportunity to jump on them, you get some raised hands. And the raised hands is where it's at. If you're busy all day just cranking on the phone, or you're going out and just knocking on people's doors, you're not tapping into the potential of volume. And so you have to work so much harder to get the result. And really the result in this case is to get strategy sessions. If you're going to land 3 to 5 new clients per month, you have to be able to get like 15 or 20 strategy sessions. Those are people that have said, yes, I'm interested, and then let you show them where there's a problem with their current strategy and how you can help. So really where we're going next is you want to use cold email to develop a list, right? Because you're buying or scraping. And then you're reaching out via Lead Kahuna and or Mailshake and other cold email systems. But really what I want you to get is the true power is you can take all of those emails, people within your niche that may or may not have an interest in what you have to offer, and move them into long-term nurture. Right? And this is where we go from cold email, where we're chasing people down, they don't know anything about us, they don't have any reason to trust us, and we're having to hard sell them, to they're knowing us. They're seeing us as an expert. They're like, okay, this guy has given me information. He's invited me on webinars. He's given me value. He's showed me case studies, right? And they come to you pre-positioned to buy. So what I want you guys to do now is to start to think, I've got this strategy over here with cold where I'm shaking bushes and I'm getting some raised hands. And now I'm going to shift into nurture, long-term, planting seeds where those 2,000 plus people every single month go from not knowing you at all to being exposed to you. And really that's where there's extreme power. That's where the lion's share of our business comes from. People call us and they say, hey, I've been watching your videos for years. I've been getting your emails for years, and I'm finally ready to hire you guys. And it's not a question of convince me why I should hire you. It's how much does it cost? Is my area still open? How soon can we get started? And that's really where I want you to go. Well, I hope you found that information useful that you can go back and implement in your digital marketing agency. If you'd like more ideas, strategies, and techniques on really how to effectively grow your digital marketing agency, I'd like to invite you to go to sevenfigureagency.com/video. That's sevenfigureagency.com/video. There I outline how we were able to grow our digital marketing agency from 0 to 7 figures in the first 2 years, and then to the Inc. 5000 list of fastest growing companies the last 3 years in a row. Lots of ideas that you can implement to really accelerate the growth of your digital marketing agency. So I really encourage you, go ahead and head over there, opt in, it's completely free, and take a look at that video series. I'll look forward to talking with you soon.